Looking back, I wrote something about this board and the heart and the passion of this organization and a vision. It says, the Fallen Soldiers March Board passionately bears the inspired word of God communicated by John 15:13. Greater love has no man than this, to lay down one's life for his friends. The daily examples of our United States military personnel's personification of the principle God spoke through John is often contrasted by our governmental paradox of rhetorically communicating heroism during active duty, yet undermining rules for engagement, compensation, health care, and benefits desperately needed by our warriors and their families. We strive to honor our warriors' selfless and sacrificial actions by inspiring patriotic acts of kindness and conduct to compensate for the historical and current selfishness modeled by many in government leadership. Our vision is to revive and inspire patriotism across America by teaching it by example to our children. To that end, we pray that God ignites a grass fire across our great nation, inspiring an exodus from selfishness, stirring, quote, we the people, unquote, to honor our Creator by applying in our lives the biblical principles taught by His Son Jesus and the divinely inspired providential document of the United States Constitution. Now, there's a patch that several of the guys around here wear. It says only two defining forces ever offered to die for us. One died for our soul, and that was Jesus Christ, and the others continue to die to protect the liberties and freedom of this country, and that's our United States military armed forces. So this organization exists to draw attention not only to the injustices after people lay their lives on the line, but to teach that to our children, because there's so many things that are being revised about the history of this country that we need Americans to stand up for the people that lay their lives to protect their freedoms each and every day.
Lieutenant General Dennis Cavan is a native of Martin, Tennessee. He graduated from the University of Tennessee at Martin with a Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture. He also received a Master of Science degree in management and is a graduate of the Industrial College of the Armed Forces. He was commissioned an Army Air Defense Artillery Officer in 1970. Lieutenant General Cavan also directed the Army's advertising and marketing programs, including establishing the Army's All-American High School football games. After completing 34 years of distinguished service in the Army, General Cavan joined Lockheed Martin in 2004 and retired in 2013. General Cavan recently served as chairman of the National Salutes, a tribute to our nation's most honored heroes. At this time, please welcome Lieutenant General Dennis C. Calvin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a great day.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's a wonderful day when you can get a group that'll come out and support such a remarkable cause. You could have been somewhere else today. You chose to be here. I commend you and I salute you for that commitment to recognizing what our soldiers have done. It's a personal honor and a deep pleasure for me to be here to provide just a couple of comments about the importance of service to our nation. I'm just an old soldier who treasures every opportunity to be with those men and women who put a uniform on, whether they're in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and even the Coast Guard. Freedom isn't free. You've heard that before, haven't you? You probably stated it. You've seen it on bumper stickers, in print and posters, and even on church marquees. It's not until that phrase comes home to rest in one's heart and mind because of the sacrifices of one close, a family member, a dear friend, a life's partner. Freedom isn't free because of the immense sacrifices of our men and women in uniform. That sacrifice transcends centuries and decades. I think Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8 is in its simplistic manner, captures the true soul of today's servicemen and women. And the verse goes like this. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Today's American soldier has always said, here I am, Lord, send me. The reason we gather today to honor those who have said, "Here I am, Lord, send me," is a very special person. Born in Whittier, California in December of 1979. As I was telling Chris, that was before I was in the Army, before he was born. Makes me kind of old. Father of two, a 16-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. On his 21st birthday, he enlisted in the Army. Took basic training at one of those training centers I was talking about, Fort Jackson. Advanced individual training at Fort Eustis and CH-47 helicopter mechanic operations. On his first duty station, he was assigned to the Screaming Eagles, the 101st Airborne Air Mobile.
Wow.
A great organization, and you all know a lot about it. His next assignment was to Korea. He served after follow-on assignments. He served with one of our most deployed units in the Army, second of the 160th. They have that designation as a Special Operations Aviation Regiment, SOAR. Our hero, our honoree, was awarded the Senior Aviation Badge at the Afghanistan campaign with 3 stars, 6 air medals. 2 of those were Valorous Air Medals, plus numerous other performance and service awards that are too numerous to mention. He retired from the Army in December of 2013. He's currently pursuing his bachelor degree in International Business Management from Austin Peay University in Clarksville. In addition, he has a minor in language studies. And as Jim pointed out a while ago, John 15:3 captures the real sentiment of our recipient today. Greater love has no one than this, that someday lay down his life for his friends.
I want to introduce you to somebody that I've just got tremendous respect for. They walk the walk, and that's Chris and Shane. And Chris, please take the mic.
We're mainly here today to present somebody here with a service dog that suffers from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't know if everybody here knows what that is, but I battle with the same thing, and days get hard, and sometimes weeks you don't come out of your house, and you just want to be in a dark place. And the VA continues to say they won't give a service dog to somebody with post-traumatic stress disorder. I think pretty much everybody standing up here with me agrees that it will help. When I met him, it was on January of 2008. I met him because he came to 160th and came to the company where I was at. I was trained a little bit above him and kind of like a section leader above him. And from the day he walked in the door, I knew he meant business. I had no question in my mind that he came to do great things, and he joined the Army for the right reason. So he came in January 2008, and in October 2008, we had the opportunity to go overseas together for the first time to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Since October 2008, we've deployed together 9 times over to Afghanistan and flown over 300 missions. I want to thank Brian for not only being there for me and doing the right thing, but for being a friend also and saving my life on multiple occasions. Without you, I wouldn't be here to speak about you, brother. He kept us in the fight. He kept me going on multiple occasions. I dealt with PTSD, and me and him talked multiple times, and we made it through lots of deployments together, and we came very close. So God has been working wonders not only in my life, but in Brian's life, and helping us with this PTSD. And now, when he's presented with what's about to happen, I think this is going to really help him a lot. I just want to give my heart out to Brian and give him a round of applause as he approaches the stage to receive this special thing he's receiving right now.
This is Staff Sergeant Brian Buckingham. A round of applause for this man's sacrifice for this country. And here's a service dog for you. Mike Sears, buddy.
Wow. I'm a loss for words, to be honest with you. It's hard to gather thoughts, especially on an event like this, approaching something that you fear most. But when I show up here today and I look around, I just see nothing but brothers and sisters and family out here, so there is nothing to fear for me. And I just think, wow, what I would not give to have slung some lead next to all of you, to be by your side. Too many times in combat we did face death, multiple occasions. Couldn't begin to process them. It builds up over time and time, and not till you return, not till it's time to, your time is done, you slow down, you start to think about it. It's a lot of built up burden and trauma. It's a Rolodex of faces, bodies, blood, people, nightmares. It doesn't go away, it haunts you. You've been touched by war, it'll never go away. You can only learn to embrace it and live with it. But I can sit here and tell you today, if I had the opportunity, I'd be right back out there again. I wouldn't have to second guess myself once. Yeah, I suffer from PTSD. It's not a sickness, it's not a disease. It's something that hits everybody, but only in different ways. We all manage it in different ways. I look forward to working with this dog. It means a lot. Donations, everything everybody's done in order to make this happen. I just ask that you guys out there don't, I can't say you, because I know 100% of you don't do this, but to see somebody with a service dog, to not be judgmental. I understand they have issues, but everybody's working through them in their own ways. We're all just human beings trying to live what we've been through. Finally, no matter what we go through, God is always there. Psalms 40, we're reminded that God will lift us up, even out of our deepest pit. When we think we're in the bottom of the pit, we know God's there. And often we see God and the folks are there for us. So I want to thank all of you for being here for someone you never met, for caring, being supportive and understanding. We need you. Thank you.